All right, what is up, traders? What's up, tycoons? Super excited for today's video. We're going to talk about my baby Kaspa today. Okay, Kaspa has been one of my favorite crypto coins to trade. We're going to do a complete breakdown today. We'll go over the weekly time frame, take a look at the 10,000 plus gains, 10,000 plus percent gains that we've seen in Kaspa over its lifespan. We'll also go over the 4-hour chart, what to pay attention to, what you need to be cautious of right now. We'll break down everything in today's video, so be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for more. But as always, the content provided on this channel is for informational and educational purposes only and is not intended to be relied upon as legal, financial, or investment advice. So be sure to read through the disclaimer. If you're new to the channel, I actually started a completely free newsletter for you guys called Investment Intelligence, giving out free valuable finance content and free trade ideas every single week. You can sign up for that using the link in the description below. Or if you want to see what crypto coins, what stocks, everything I'm looking at trading and see my analysis, get all of the trade ideas, you can join the Discord down below. Using the link in the description down below. It's less than a cup of coffee a week. Now let's go ahead and get straight into it. So Kaspa, as we mentioned, has gone up over 10,000%. All right, it's actually up over 11,000%, and markets tend to move in 5-wave or 3-wave structures. Now, your 5-wave structure is typically the impulsive trend, right? So it's either a trend up or a trend down. And your 3-wave structures are typically corrections. Okay, so you can see here we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside, hitting those wave 5 targets here recently. And it would make sense for us to get an ABC correction after completing wave 5. So, an ABC structure is still bullish, and then we would look for another 5 waves to the upside. Okay. Now, after this tremendous rally, again, it does make sense. And we already have started to see Kaspa pull back after hitting 0.097. All right, that was the wave 5 target we were looking at. And this thing just really continues to impress to the upside, right? I mean, last video, we were looking at, a break, of this pattern here, and you can see it broke out and just completely skyrocketed within the following 3 weeks of that. Now, when it comes to the smaller time frames, again, because this is a weekly chart and you don't necessarily want to chase things when they're at these overbought levels. Yes, things can still continue going higher. These are signs of strength being overbought. But as a general rule of thumb, your risk to reward ratio is a little bit skewed more to the risk side when you are buying something at these overbought levels. So if we can get an ABC pullback, that would be preferable for a potential re-entry or a new trade position. And currently we have a potential double top forming. Okay, so 0.0924, that's going to be a major resistance level, right? We tested it here, 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 and here, and here again. The more times you test resistance, the weaker it's going to get. So we can break out to the upside. But what we want to be cautious of is with this high and with this lower high here, this would be a lower high double top, okay? And essentially, if we break through this level, 0.083029, that is going to be our double top neckline. So a double top's not really confirmed until you break through that level, and then you would essentially look for a potential bounce right around the 0.08 level, retest of that level, and then continuation to the downside right around 0.066. That is going to be, the target for this double top to play out if we do get that double top to play out. I mean, if you look at the 4-hour chart, we already had a bearish crossover here on the MACD where this white line crosses below the red line. Usually that's a bearish indicator, right? And you can see that happened right about here, and we've started to get a rebound, a retest of that 0.0924 level. And if we reject this level, okay, it's very possible that we end up getting this double top to play out. So right now on the shorter term basis, that's what I'm looking at on Kaspa. A break above 0.092489 could potentially be bullish, all right, with a scalp level up here around 0.097455. And if we're able to maintain above that on a 4-hour time frame, Kaspa can continue extending its highs and continue to make new highs. So ultimately, we'll have to wait and see. Okay, you want to, as a trader, you want to react to the price action and not try to predict everything, because oftentimes that's how you can get mistaken, right? I mean, the worst thing to do would be enter a short position here and then anticipating it drop down to 0.066 or something. And what do you end up seeing? Well, you end up seeing it breaking out and making new highs, right? And the worst thing to do would be to enter long at resistance, okay, entering a long position at resistance, and then you see it drop back down and you get liquidated out of your position. So you want to be calculated, okay? You want to think about the moves that you make. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts down below on Kaspa, right? Do you think that it's time for this coin, time for this token to get a pullback before we continue its next bullish cycle? Or do you think it still has more room to run before we get the next pullback, right? We've already seen a decent pullback from 0.097 all the way down to 0.083. Was that the pullback we're looking for? Did we miss the entry at 0.083? Is it just going to go straight up from here? I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts down below.